you a video about the Malaysia's middle income trap.
Hi, my name is Irfan Basharahil. I will be as an entrepreneur.
My name is Tengku Kalista. I will be as economist.
My name is Salita and I will be the news reporter.
Hi, my name is Shipta Dino. I'm a student.
Enjoy it! Yeah! Now, the greatest economic threat that Malaysia is facing right now is the middle income trap. The trap is described as the phenomenon whereby rapidly growing countries experience stagnant income levels, unable to advance to high income from its current middle income. Countries in the middle income trap often find it hard to break away from the middle income trap. An article by The Economist reported that only 13 countries in history has escaped from the middle income trap, and Malaysia is absent from the list. Despite local economists agreeing that Malaysia has broke free from the middle income trap, its effects are still felt till today, and there is always a chance of falling back into the trap. To further investigate about the Malaysia's middle income trap, I would like to interview few students and few economists talk about Malaysia's middle income trap and ask their opinion about it. So today I am with Ms. Firda as the Minister of Economic and Finance of Malaysia. So Ms. Firda, what is your point of view about the contributing factors to middle income trap in Malaysia?
First of all, thank you for inviting me here today, Ms. Talita. And to begin with my conclusion is that one of the factors that Malaysia is in the middle income trap is because they have a loss of comparative advantage in manufacturing costs, paired up with the inability to keep up with the developed markets with other neighboring countries, for example, like Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. This gives Malaysia the incapable of competing with low prices, and at the same time, Malaysia does not have the technology to compete in the high quality products market. So for Malaysia, this is a lose-lose situation. Moreover, besides that, the rising prices in further entrench Malaysia and it keeps the position in the middle income trap. So the implementation of the GST has reduced their purchasing power for the normal citizens in Malaysia, and this is due to higher commodity prices. So moreover, the housing prices plays a big role in this. Real estate markets have skyrocketed, and news in the streets is that market is in the bubble, although this has been denied many times by several industry experts such as the New Street Times. These high prices has caused the opportunity for ordinary citizens to be taken away for them to own a real house. And lately, because the monthly installments are too high and takes up such a big portion in their monthly income, they cannot afford a house. And since recently houses are basic necessity, they have to forgo some of their money to go into their houses price. So this expense inevitably will and definitely will decrease the disposable income, and in the future it will subsequently decrease the consumption levels.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Ms. Firda. We're back at the studio. So now I'll be interviewing Mrs. Kalista as one of Malaysia's economists. So Mrs. Kalista, what are the impact towards the economy about the Malaysia's middle income trap?
Thank you for your question. So the middle income trap has negatively increased Malaysian household and economy as a whole. Viewing it from the consumption perspective, low private consumption is expected to occur in the short term, although consumer spending remains at a healthy level. It has not reached its full potential due to cautious consumer spending. Due to the rising cost of living and the weakening consumer sentiment, households have decreased their spending in order to maintain the same saving level. In terms of housing ownership, due to the rising property price, households have begun to save more for a large property down payment, especially since the mortgage approval rate has declined in recent years. As a result, a leakage from the market's circular flow is expected, which will be a further headwind for Malaysia to achieve its high income nation goal.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Kalisa, the
Yeah.
economist. Back to the studio. Now, I would like to interview one of Malaysia's widely known entrepreneur, Mr. Bashar Rahil. So, Mr. Irfan Bashar Rahil, as an entrepreneur, what are the possible solutions to overcome this middle income trap in Malaysia?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. From my perspective as a businessman, the possible solutions that the government can do or should do to overcome the middle income trap, several measures should be taken in order to boost business activity in Malaysia. Data shows that 65% of total employment in Malaysia are provided by small and medium enterprises. This data, I took it from the World Bank 2016. This small and medium entrepreneur contributed nearly 36% of Malaysia GDP. It can be said that these small and medium entrepreneurs are the backbone of the local economy. However, nowadays, these small and medium entrepreneurs are facing financial constraints in the form of tightening loan approvals from banks and fluctuating commodity prices. For those business who import raw materials from other countries, they further face the disadvantage of weak exchange rate. Therefore, grants and credit should be provided for these small and medium entrepreneurs to encourage in order to improve productivity or to reduce the cost of production.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Okay, now I will interview one of UM's excellent student majoring in business administration, Mr. Taki. So, Mr. Taki, as a student, what do you think about the Malaysia's middle income trap?
Thank you, Ms. Journalist Thavita. So, as a student of business administration, last semester I have already done this subject. So, from this subject, I learned a lot of things. This topic is actually completely related with the Malaysia's middle income trap. So, despite the positive of Malaysia's GDP growth, the economy as a whole has not fully benefited from it, as the growth is offset by the impact of inflation and a weak ringgit. To escape from the middle income trap, the focus should remain on empowering national growth, but at the same time focus on solutions to migrate contributing factors of the middle income trap. Government should not be the sole authority that works toward this goal, but collaborations should occur with the private sector as well, due to the ability to contribute a fair share towards achieving the high income status. This collaboration ensures different perspectives are being considered, and the best possible solution that benefit all sectors can be made to march towards the common goal, a nation that prospers with high income earning citizens by the year 2020. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Taki. Back to the studio. Hello guys! We are from group 4. Yeah, kok hapus semua loh.
Kalista as economist.
And my name is Talita and I will be the news reporter.
My name is Sheikh Taki Imam. I'm a student.
Hope you like it. Rahil.
Thank you for having me. As entrepreneur, I want to talk about the possible solutions that ended in.
Lanjut. Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Kalisa. Back to the studio. So I'm here today with Mrs. Beard